Oh dear, it looks like I'm hosting with Bobby today. This should prove interesting, and by interesting, I mean terrible.
Yeah! Hey, Lewis, we're working together. Isn't it going to be great, like the bestest show ever?
Bobby, stop that. You're getting jelly on my shirt. Is that raspberry?
Yep! I've had 6 of them today so far.
Well, in that case, all is forgiven. Since you're in such a state of sugar shock, why don't you explain the rules?
Cool! Welcome to the Trivial Pursuit DVD for Kids. We'll be asking you 15 questions, plus a handful of tricky challenges. You'll give us answers. The person with the most scoring wedges at the end of the game wins. When you know the answer to a question, make sure you say it loud. You only get one yell, so make it count.
Slow down, Bobby. You're making me dizzy, and I've got to ask the first question.
Sorry! How's that?
Look painful. I like it. And you at home will love this first question.
So, what are we gonna do today, Lewis? Maybe we can hire a hippopotamus to paint the set, or we can make a fort out of cheddar cheese,
Or you'll just do your job and read this next question.
Fine, but I've already ordered the hippo, and it's COD.
Well, that was a great question. It reminds me of an off-Broadway show I did in Gainesville, Florida. The year was 1970. Bobby, would you stop that? You never interrupt a theatrical anecdote with a whistle.
Well, technically, you interrupted my whistle.
Ridiculous. You can't interrupt a whistle. Bobby, I said...
You see? You're interrupting my whistle. Actually, I'm starting to get dizzy. Ugh.
While the little teapot takes a rest, how about our first challenge of the game?
Oh, man, I really need to stop doing that.
You're right. How would you like it if I did that?
I don't know. Let me see. That sounded like a cow playing a didgeridoo.
I can do that too.
No, please! No more worm sounds.
Fine, and no more Bobby sounds either. Now, Bobby, read this next question. Bobby, ask the next question. What are you doing? Oh, I get it. The whole no Bobby sounds thing. Well then, be a pill if you must. I'll ask the next question. What's that, Bobby? Something to say? Well, I'm sure it's very exciting. Bobby, if you agree with me that Brad is much more talented than you, then don't say anything.
No! My one weakness! I can't keep quiet about Brad! He's a lab-certified moron!
You know, for the life of me, I don't know why I got him to talk again. Why are you screaming?
I'm trying to make up for a whole minute and a half of no talking!
Well, make up for it by asking this next question.
Okay! Boy, that felt good. So good, I'm gonna do it again!
Enough. I just can't win with you, can I?
That's the whole point. I pride myself in finding fresh, innovative ways to annoy people. For example, this is the most technologically advanced joy buzzer in the world. And at some point today, I'm gonna buzz you with it. You won't know when, you won't know how, you won't know who. Well, actually, you'll probably know who. But I'm gonna make it happen.
That's preposterous. I'd never fall for such a transparent scheme.
Wanna bet?
All right, put her there. Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Guess this would be a good time for your next challenge.
What happened?
Sorry, Lewis. That was uncool of me. Here, let me help you up. Oops. Believe it or not, that was not intentional. Here's another question. Hopefully it's about how to revive a worm who's been shocked twice in a row.
What in the name of Olivier just happened?
I shocked you into a stupor twice, but only once was on purpose.
Can we do one show that doesn't end with me in the worm hospital?
Aw, come on, don't get all bent out of shape. It's not like I cut off your tie or something. Here, look. That's much worse, isn't it? Maybe we should go to a challenge and hope that Lewis chills out a little bit. That didn't work. Maybe another question would help. I'm guessing not, but at least I can plan my escape route.
That's it! I've had it with this place. I've been acting too long and working too hard at it to suffer such indignities at the hands of a talking unicycle. I, Louis T. Worm, quit!
But you can't do that.
Save your teary-eyed eulogies. My mind is made up.
But you're supposed to ask this next question.
And ask it I will, for I am a professional to the end, but I will ask it angrily. And now I say good day to you.
But Lewis!
I said good day.
Man, I really messed up this time. I like making fun of Lewis, but I didn't want to make him leave. Now I'm feeling something I've never felt before. Guilt. I'm also feeling kind of gassy. I'm gonna get Lewis back, if it's the last thing I do. So while I figure out how, you tackle this next challenge. Welcome back to the program. Today, we're trying to convince our favorite worm, Lewis, to return to the show.
I'm back!
Behind me, you can see some of our old friends manning the phones, ready to take calls about Lewis, his whereabouts, and our feelings for him. So, we want everyone out there...
What?
So,
Hello?
we want everyone out there...
What?
So, we want everyone
Hello?
out there...
Huh?
So,
Hello?
we want everyone
Hello?
out there...
What?
We want
Hello?
every...
Huh?
Ah! Will someone
Hello?
please get rid of that darn flounder?
What?
Thank you, Mr. Moose. Now we can get on with our Lewis telethon.
Excuse me, Bobby, but you've got a very special caller on line 1.
Caller, are you there?
It's me, Mitch. I'm Mitch.
Yes, I understand you had something you wanted to share about Lewis.
Yes, I would share my licorice with him, my softball card collection, my electric ukulele, and half of my socks.
Wow. Some powerful words to think about as we go to our next question. Okay, so next... I'm getting word that Mitch is back on the line. Mitch, you there?
Yes, hello? Hello? I just wanted to add that I would share with Louis some of my jellies, and also some jams.
That's great, Mitch. Since you've been so generous, how about you ask the next challenge? Wow, that's great news, Goat. The goat tells me we have another old friend on the phone. Everyone's favorite electric pal, Tobor.
Hello, Bobby. I am moved by the compassion shown for your dirt-based invertebrate friend. I'd like to pledge 4 atomic wedgies upon his return.
Well, that doesn't sound like much of an incentive for him to come back, but thanks.
Tobor ending communication. I'm outie. Off power. Must recharge.
Okay, I got a surprise for you coming up, but first, another question. You know, folks, I wrote this little ditty about my pal Lewis. It's a 12-minute, 6-sweet epic, and it's called You've Wormed Your Way Into Our Heart. Oh, Lewis! What? What's that? Oh, right. No, I gotcha. Apparently the switchboard's just lit up and no one's really in a musical mood tonight. So, how about another question? Back to the callers. We have my brother Brad on the line. Apparently, monkeys can now make phone calls.
Shut it, Bobby. You're lucky I'm taking a break from my busy schedule to call in.
That's right. Don't you have an autograph session at a gas station today?
Whatever. I don't really care that Lewis is gone. I just want this lame telethon to end.
But Brad, didn't Lewis take you under his wormy wings, teach you how to act, show you how to get in touch with your emotions?
You're right. Lewis, please come back. And then, one time, he taught me how to ride a bicycle.
You know what? We're gonna give you another second to collect yourself while we try out another question. All right, we're gonna let you go, Brad. Well, that was just humiliating. And I loved every minute of it.
Excuse me, Bobby, but there's one more call I really think you should take.
All right, caller? Hello?
Hello? Yes, I'd like to say that Lewis is one of the greatest actors of his generation, and your treatment of him was shabby enough without this farce of a telethon.
I really wanted it to work. We want him back. Sure, we razzed him a lot, but he's a worm with an afro. What do you expect?
You really want him back?
Of course. You know, you've got a pretty good voice for a random caller. Why don't you read this next question? That was good. Almost too good. Who is this anyway?
A worm who's been very, very silly.
Yeah, Lewis! You're back!
Thank you. Thank you. I realized how much I missed the call of the footlights and the lure of the audience, and how much they missed me. But most of all, I miss my friends, including you, Bobby.
Yeah, we missed you too, Lewis. But the show's almost over, and we still got a challenge and a question.
Tut tut, Bobby. Let me handle these. Are you ready at home? Time for the final stretch. Oh, that felt so good. I think I'll ask the last question, too.
You still got it, Lewis.
If you think that was good, then listen to how I tell our listeners how to count up their points. Now's the time to count the wedges in your wagon wheel. The player with the most wedges in their wagon wheels wins. Now, if 2 or more players have tied, add up the number of wedges in the reserve pile.
Great job, man. Glad to have you back. High five! Oops. Well, it's back to normal around here. I gotta go. See you next season!
What?